Before the world was created, there were already 7 unique creatures in the world. They were Morpheus's family, the Endless. They had their own realms and responsibilities, and they rarely communicated with each other. During the 100 years that Morpheus was imprisoned by humans, the other 6 Endless knew about it, but none of them came to help Morpheus escape from the cage. Now that he has regained his freedom, Morpheus wants to retrieve the 3 magical instruments stolen by humans to rebuild the ruined dreamland, but Morpheus does not know where the 3 magical instruments are now. Morpheus's servant Lucien told him that perhaps he could seek help from other Endless, but Morpheus did not want to seek help from his family. He immediately thought of the goddesses of fate, but the 3 goddesses asked for a very high price. In order to prepare the sacrifice, Morpheus had to recover some magic power. Morpheus found Cain and Abel in the Dream Kingdom. Cain was the first murderer in history, and Abel was the first victim. The relationship between them constituted the world's first tragedy and nightmare. The cycle of murder and victimization continued to repeat itself in dreams. The reason why Morpheus found Cain and Abel was because Morpheus once used his magic power to create a baby dragon for them, and this time he came to get this gift back. Although the young dragon cannot speak, it is willing to sacrifice itself for the survival of the Dream Kingdom and return its weak magic power to Morpheus. Nightmare Corinthian, who was supposed to be arrested by Morpheus, has learned that his master has escaped from the cage and is searching for the 3 stolen artifacts. Corinthian knew that once Morpheus took back the 3 magic weapons, his death would be imminent. In order to protect himself, Corinthian found Ethel, who had stolen the 3 magic weapons, and sought cooperation. Although Ethel and Morpheus have no conflicts, she is the culprit who stole the magic weapon, so Morpheus will definitely find Ethel and punish her. Ethel can only have a chance to change this passive situation by joining forces with Corinthian. As Morpheus' creation, Corinthian cannot use the powers of those magic weapons, but he can teach Ethel how to use those magic weapons. As long as Ethel is willing to cooperate, he may even have a chance to kill Morpheus. But Ethel rejected Corinthian's proposal, claiming that she had sold all her magic tools. Corinthian quickly realized that Ethel was lying. He slowly took off his dark sunglasses. He planned to dig out Ethel's eyes to get the answers he needed. However, Ethel seemed to have anticipated this situation, so she used the amulet she had exchanged for earlier. Morpheus came to the River of Dreams. He had not regulated this water area for 100 years, and it had become dangerous and chaotic. Morpheus first found a crossroads symbolizing fate in a farmer's dream. This was undoubtedly very attractive to the goddess of fate. Then Morpheus found the gallows. It represented great sacrifice and dedication. Finally, Morpheus found the gift that the goddess of fate wanted most, a snake that symbolized life, death, and rebirth. The goddess of fate dominated each stage of life, and the symbolism represented by the snake perfectly matched their domain. The goddesses of fate responded to Morpheus's call and came before him. They were very pleased with Morpheus's gift. In return, the goddesses of fate agreed to answer Morpheus 3 questions, but each question could only be asked once. Morpheus did not waste this rare opportunity. He immediately asked him where the 3 stolen magic weapons were. The goddess of fate replied that the pouch of sand was in the hands of an exorcist named Constantine, and the helm of dreams had been taken by a woman to make a deal with the devil, and the ruby of dreams was given by a mother to her son. Although the answer given by the goddess of fate was vague, it at least provided a clue for Morpheus's search.